Bible this morning in Acts chapter 3. So if you'd like to turn there to Acts chapter 3, I'd just like to share with you a word here that hopefully will inspire you in your walk with the Lord and sharing the gospel here in Deerfield and in the area, as well as just give you an insight into how Becky and I do that in Argentina. And I hope what you'll find is our ministry in Argentina isn't anything different than what you can do here. And so maybe you can learn some things of how we're doing ministry, how we're sharing the gospel, and that will inspire you and maybe give you some different tools and ways to think about your neighbors and people that you work with, that sort of thing. My name is Steve Dean. My wife Becky and I have been married going on 14 years. We have 4 kids. Josiah is 12, Elliot's 10, Gianna is 6, and Jason is 3. And we got married. We lived in Leisure Village. Familiar with that? Raymond, New Hampshire. We lived there, and God had burdened our hearts even before we got married to serve the Lord in full-time missions. God began working there and led us to Argentina. We started in a large city called Resistencia. We lived there for 2 years, helping a church that was already establishing leadership and doing discipleship. But it was always burned my heart to go to a place and start a church from zero. And so we began taking some investigative trips, and we found in the northern part of the province, Cordoba, a small town called Cultural. And Cordoba, anyone familiar where Argentina is on the map? You have a good idea? If you look at Argentina, the southern cone of South America, you have a country that's about a mile wide, about 1,000 miles long, Chile. Right next to that is Argentina. We're right in the heart of Argentina, the province called Cordoba. And to kind of give you a picture in your mind what that looks like, very stereotypically Argentina. You have the gauchos, the cowboys, a lot of, the boinas on their head and the leather chaps, and, people still ride horses. It's a farming community, and it's a town of about 14,000 people where we're starting a church. So imagine going to a town and you don't know anyone, and you want to start a church. How do you do that? How do you begin to meet people? How do you get to know your neighbors? And those are things that God helped us work through. And I pray that as you think through some of those things, again, that will kind of inspire you in your walk with the Lord. If we turn to Acts chapter 3, going back a little bit in Acts chapter 2, verses 43, it says, "Fear came upon every soul, many wonders and signs were done by the apostles. All that were believed were together and had all things in common, and sold their possessions and goods and parted them, all men, as every man had need. And they, continuing daily with one accord in the temple and breaking bread from house to house, to eat their meat with gladness and singleness of heart, praising God and having favor with all the people. And the Lord added to the church daily such as should be saved." So we see that God, the Lord, added to their fellowship those that were being saved. It's God is at work. Some call this the Acts of the Apostles. It's really the Acts of the Holy Spirit. As we see Jesus leaving, he ascended into heaven. He left his Holy Spirit for this gospel preaching ministry that the kingdom can grow. Jesus said, "You will be witnesses unto me in Jerusalem, in Judea and Samaria, out of the uttermost parts of the earth." So we see the church forming here in Jerusalem, and then we see how God, the Spirit, works in spreading the gospel out. But we see them, the church here, God is using the church, right? God, if he wanted to, could send an angel from heaven, right? And just preach the gospel to everyone, if he wanted to. Or God, if he wanted to, could just yell out the gospel from heaven and everyone could just hear his voice and believe. But God doesn't do that. We don't see him doing that. What do we see? We see God using his church. And sometimes I think that we think that the gospel responsibility is mine alone, right? And there is a sense that I, as an individual, as a follower of Jesus, he preached the gospel, but actually what we see in the Bible, that it's the church's responsibility. And everyone has an integral part to play in that. So we see now in chapter 3, it says, Now Peter and John went up together to the temple at the hour of prayer, being the 9th hour. So we see that this is we see two guys together, right? And we see that a lot through the book of Acts. We don't see a whole lot of lone wolves out there. Even later on in the book of Acts, we see the Apostle Paul. And we see Paul, wow, look at Paul go and preach. But Paul was always surrounded with a group of guys, right? And we see all through his letters, he's commending his missionary team that he worked with in his gospel ministry. Right? So we see two guys here working together. Peter and John went up together to the temple at the hour of prayer, being at the 9th hour. And a certain man, lame from his mother's womb, was carried, whom they laid daily at the gates of the temple, which is called Beautiful, to ask alms of them that enter the temple. Who, seeing Peter and John about to go into the temple, asked an alms. And Peter, fastening his eyes upon him, John said, Look on us. He gave heed unto them, expecting to receive something of them. And Peter said, Silver and gold I have none, but such as I have I give thee. In the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, rise up and walk. And he took him by the right hand and lifted him up. Immediately his feet and ankle bones received strength. He, leaping up and stood and walked and entered into the temple, walking and leaping and praising God. And all the people saw him walking and praising God. And they knew that it was he which sat for alms at the beautiful gate of the temple. And they were filled with wonder and amazement at which it happened unto him. And as a lame man which was healed held Peter and John, and all people ran together unto them in the court which is called Solomon's, greatly wondering. And Peter saw it. He answered unto the people, he said, Ye men of Israel, why marvel ye at this? And why look ye so earnestly on us? As though by our own power or holiness we made this man to walk. God, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of our fathers, have glorified his Son Jesus. You delivered up to deny him in the presence of Pilate, and he was determined to let him go. But you denied the Holy One, the just, and desired to murder. He granted unto you. You killed the Prince of Life, whom God raised from the dead, whereof we are witnesses. And his name, through faith in his name, hath made this man strong, whom ye see and know. Yea, the faith which is in him hath given him this perfect soundness in the presence of you all. Something I want to see here is that the way I've heard it described is this. Peter and John had their rhythm of life, right? They had their daily activities, everything that they did. They woke up every morning, they ate their breakfast, they made their beds. Now we see they're part of their rhythm of life, right? They had their daily time of prayer. And sometimes I think we see in the book of Acts, we see the highlight reel. But these guys live and work just like we did, right? And sometimes you hear a missionary get up and talk about things that God's doing, which I hope to do this morning. But that's really the highlight reel. A lot of our life is just life, right? We have 4 kids, right? There's a whole thing in that, right? School and projects and sports and, the kids, my boys play rugby. There's all sorts of things that happen just every day. And waking up, brushing your teeth, going to school, getting to school, doing this, doing that. We have our rhythm in Argentina, right? And Peter and John, they woke up and they had their rhythm of life. They had those things that they did every single day. And the thing is that this lame man also had his rhythm. Every single day, what happened? His family woke him up, maybe had to bathe him, maybe washed him, gave him his food. And it says that they laid him daily so he could collect money. That was his life, every single day. And sometime around noon or maybe afterwards, someone would come and pick him up and bring him back home. And then the next day he would wake up, eat something, go lay down at the temple, beg. Every single day. This was his life. This was his rhythm. And Peter and John had their rhythm of life every single day. But at one day, when God ordained time, their lives collided. right? So we see their rhythm and the rhythm of this layman colliding. Their routine days, right? All of a sudden, they met each other. And I feel like that's a lot of what missions is. You know, we live our lives daily, doing normal things, going shopping, buying things, working, and God puts us in the path of people that are hurting, people that need to hear, people that need to know Jesus. But unfortunately, I think, I think what's crept into American society is that we ordered our days so much that we avoid people altogether. Right? We can do so much from home that, we never have to actually encounter a living human being. And that's good, right? Because that means we have more time for me. Right? So if I can cut out people, and streamline my day so much, I actually don't have to come in contact with anyone. That's great, right? There's even, I'm not saying that these are bad things, right? I just want us to become aware that we've kind of isolated ourselves from people. A lot of people work from home, which is great, right? That's a convenience. But it's also bad in the sense that I've cut off communication with people that I normally have in my workplace. We have home gyms, right? You don't even know that you go to the gym anymore. You can have your home gyms. You can order stuff online. I'm amazed at what you can get online. I mean, you can get groceries online, right? You get your groceries delivered to your door, right? And you can pay at the pump. Man, I don't even have to deal with people that pump my gas. I just pay at the pump, right? We have ATMs. You can deposit checks. You can get your check out. You don't need to talk to a teller. You don't need to talk to anyone. The whole DIY type thing, right? DIY, do it yourself. I don't need to hire some guy. I can do it myself. Go to Home Depot, buy my stuff, and I do it myself. I don't have to have contact with electricians and plumbers. I do it myself, right? And those are good things. I'm not saying that this is evil, right? We do that stuff. But my point is, I think that we've found a way to isolate ourselves from the very people God wants us to talk to, right? And so I think that we need to strategically think, how can I position myself so that I can be in contact with people? What do I need to do every day? What's something that I can add into my rhythm of life, where I can just see the same people and come in contact with the same people every day to get to know them a little bit better? Some of the things that Becky and I have done, we've tried a lot of different things. Nothing too fancy, right? We taught English classes. I did carpentry. I set up a little shop in my friend's workshop and we did carpentry to try to meet different people. As of late, I received my nursing degree in Argentina. I'm a licensed nurse. I work in the hospital now. And you want to talk to people, I see people all day long. A lot of people are very hurting. Right? So in Argentina, we try to do things to get ourselves in contact with people. Something that doesn't work in Argentina, which I probably don't think works too much in your field, is just going on knocking on people's doors, right? You go to someone's house, you knock on the door and say, hey, I'm Steve, I'm from Deerfield Bible Church, I'd like to talk to you. Maybe someone might say, hey, that's cool, I'd like to hear more about it. Probably not, right? You walk up someone's mile dirt road driveway, you knock on their house. How is that going to go? What are you going to hear, right? You're going to hear a little clicking noise maybe, right? So the question is, how do you meet that guy? He lives way up in the woods. How do you get in contact with him? He needs to know the gospel, right? How do you do that? And so I think we need to pray and ask God, ask the Spirit, how can I be position me, God, in my day, in my life, so I can be put in contact with more people? Right? I have a mentor friend. His name's Jim. He's 85. I spent with him on a weekly basis. He's a missionary in Alaska. And something he said really inspired me. He says, every day I just wake up, I go in the shower. He's like, it's not pretty Sunday, but I raise up my arms. I say, dear God, I'm your servant. Use me today. Right? Just use me, God. And that's how he lives his life. He just wants to be put in where God wants him to be put so that he can share the gospel with other people. And we see this. Peter and John, they have what they call their rhythm. They're going to the temple, they're praying. And here's this guy. And sometimes we see people that interrupt our day as a distraction. And where maybe God sees that as an opportunity. Like, oh man, this guy's begging me again. You know? But what did Peter and John do? They engaged this guy, right? What did they say to him? They said, look at us. Look at me. Look at me. I want to make eye contact with you. It's so easy to avoid people, right? What do you have to do to avoid people? You just don't make eye contact, right? If I don't see you, I can just pretend you're not there and I can just go about my day. Right? But no, they intentionally engaged this man. They said, look at us. Look at my eyes. I want to see you. I want to see that you see that I see you. I notice you. You're here. And you're important. God loves you. Right? They intentionally engaged with people. You know, a big part of our ministry started because my wife engaged with the girl at the grocery store. This girl, Erica, that was, she was, ringing up the stuff. Every time Becky went to the grocery store, she just talked to Erica. You know? Every time. She'd always, even if the line was longer, she'd just go, because she felt there was a connection. Just talk to her. And Erica one day said, hey, would you like to get together sometime? Becky said, that'd be great. So they started drinking this yerba mate stuff. You know, you've seen that. It's a tea served in a gourd. Swallow it out, and they drink it out of a metal straw with hot water. That's kind of their coffee. So instead of, hey, let's get a cup of coffee, it's like, hey, let's drink mate. So that's what they do. So, Erica invited Becky over, and they began drinking mate together. And, one day, Erica was like, I think it would be cool if your husband met my boyfriend, Mark. So Becky said, sure. So they invited us to lunch out in their family's compo, out in their family farm, where they lived. And Marty and I just hit it right off. We began talking and sharing. He's like, okay, so you're an evangelical Christian, right? So what does the Bible say about da-da-da-da-da? Right? So we talked the whole half-hour drive. He just bombarded me with all these questions about what the Bible says about this and evolution and everything. Right? So time passed, and we began just fomenting that relationship with them, trying to get together with Marty and Erica. And there was a time that came that Mario was really interested in studying the Bible. Erica didn't want anything to do with the Bible. And so Mario began studying God's Word, and he accepted the Lord as his Savior and Lord of his life. And I remember Mario, he had said, one of my friends of mine, he doesn't live here in town anymore. He got baptized in some church. Like, that's so weird. I can never do that. And we began talking about discipleship, about baptism. He's like, I need to get baptized. I'm like, wow, that's a change. Right? And he began praying earnestly for Erica, his girlfriend. He's been living with her for 9 years. And God broke her heart. She trusted the Lord as well. And she got baptized. Marty and Erica got baptized together at the same time. And they said, wow, it's not right that we're living together. We need to get married. And they got married. And now they live in Colorado where we live. But they're from a small town called Cañada de Luque, about 36 kilometers east of us. They said, man, our friends need to know this. And now God's opened up the door, and we have a Bible study with some of their friends in Cañada de Luque, and God began to grow that there. But you see, how did all that start? The Bible says in Proverbs 18:24 that, if you want to make friends, you've got to be friendly. And what did my wife do? She's just being friendly. Right? Just noticing Erica, just looking at her. Hey, how you doing? How you doing today? Very simple, right? And I want you to see that our ministry in Argentina isn't this wow, big show. When the Marines hit ground, what do? There's bombs going off, and they plow and they build a base, right? We didn't do that. Right? It's very simple. Engaging people. Look at us. How are you doing today? Engaging people. That's what Peter and John did. This guy, instead of seeing them as a distraction, no, we got to go to prayer. We got prayer today. We'll deal with you later. Right? No. We have our agenda, but it seems like God's doing something. Let's see. Let's see what's happening. And sometimes, we try to engage people. They don't want to be engaged. That's okay. Right? In my work in the hospital, I work in the emergency room, and I always try to throw out things to people to see where they're at spiritually. sometimes people don't want to hear anything. I respect that. I'm not going to keep talking to them. They want to hear the gospel. I'm not going to keep serving God. And there's sometimes there's people there that really just want to listen. And more times than not, they want someone to listen to them. Right? And it's interesting. We see Peter and John engaging this man. Where did they learn that from? Who taught them that? Yeah, they spent some time with Jesus, didn't they? That was Jesus' whole ministry. Engaging with people. And they saw him. They saw him do that. The story I love is Jesus when he sees that man, by the pool in John chapter 5. I love that story. Because that story to me is just the heart of the gospel. Right? There's this man there, 38 years sitting by this pool of water. And Jesus said, "What are you doing here?" And the guy said, I've been waiting for a long time. Every time the story was that an angel of God would come and stir the water, and if someone could get in the water, when the water stirred, could be healed. I've been waiting here a long time. Every time the water stirred, someone else gets ahead of me. Jesus said, how could this be? You're in the temple area. There's all these religious people. No one can help you. Get up. What? Get up. Take up your mat. Come on. Right? Wow, how many people like that are in our path? That we go by every single day. This guy, this lame man here, the lame man that Jesus was with too, probably just became a fixture in the town. Right? Oh, he's that guy, Yeah, I know him. Just go by him every single day. Yeah, I know that guy. This becomes part of the scenery. But Jesus didn't see him like that. Jesus saw he was someone who was lost. He needed to hear the gospel. And I think sometimes what it boils down to in my life, where God did a work in my heart, I saw that I had a lot of pity for people. Right? I'd see different situations, I'd hear different stories, and go, oh, man, that's too bad. Ooh, that must be hard for them. Right? My heart would stir, right? But what was happening is I just had a little bit of pity. Until something else came along that distracted me and I just kind of forgot. But I think what Jesus had, and what Jesus instilled on his disciples, was this: compassion, love. Because pity feels bad, but compassion says, that's not right. But compassion says, I think I might be able to serve them in some way. I think I want to help, and I go and I do it. And we see the disciples really learn that. The word disciple actually just means a learner. It means someone that learns. And so how do I know if I've actually learned something from someone? Right? How can I say that, Bob taught me a lot about carpentry? How can I say that I actually learned from Bob? If you see me, I make something, it just turns out, all kind of Robert Jod. Can I say that Bob taught me? You probably learned too much, right? When I can craft something, when I can make something that can be useful, helpful, wow, he really learned. How can I know that I've actually learned Spanish? Well, I've taken all sorts of courses. I went to University of New Hampshire, took all sorts of Spanish, right? Did I learn Spanish? Learned a whole lot about it. Studied, listened, or did I know it? How do you know when I learned it? When I could speak it, right? When I was functional. It wasn't perfect, but I could get by, I could have a conversation, and I began growing to the point where I could communicate effectively. So how do we know? The question is, how do we know if I'm really a disciple of Jesus? How do we know when I've learned from Jesus? That I've studied everything? I've listened to all sorts of sermons? I've sat under good preaching my whole life? Does that make me a learner of Jesus? No. How do you know in my life that I've actually learned something from Christ? It's when I'm doing, right? When I'm doing what He called me to do. And it's really simple. You guys have on the front there, I love it. Love God, love your neighbor. It's really easy. We've made it so complicated sometimes. But it really boils down to that. love God, love people. So I don't know if I've really learned from Jesus. I'm loving people. And we're going to be helping them. Because that doesn't come from me. That doesn't come from me. I can't well up love, right, for people, for my neighbors. Because in here, the Bible says, well, no good thing. In here, I'm focused on one thing, me. My time, my attention, my stuff. It's all about me. Right? I'm not worried about anyone else. So I'm going to need help to obey God now. I'm going to have to ask God, God, do work in me. God, help me. Help me. Help me, God. Help me to see people that you put in my path, and I need to share the gospel. God, give me a love for them that I didn't have before. Help me to really love my neighbor, love my coworker, love my family. I see them all the time, but they frustrate me sometimes. God, help me to love them. I need to love them. And what does that look like? What does that look like? I love you. You say, you see your neighbor, hey, I love you. Well, how's that going to go, right? It's kind of weird. What does that look like, to love your neighbor? Let's think about that. What does that look like? How could you love your neighbor? Right, okay, his snowblower is burned out. You see him out there at the shop, what do you do? Hey, can I help you out? You see a tree down in front of your neighbor's driveway. Can you get that out there before he gets home from work? That'd be cool. That's a blessing, huh? You see something all stacked up in the edge of your driveway. Who did that? Coming to find out, wow, no, it's my neighbor. That's different. There's lots of ways. There's lots of ways. God's going to give you all sorts of opportunities if our eyes are open. Right? And maybe at your workplace, how do you show love to your boss, your coworkers? What does that look like? Are you the number one servant in your workplace? Are you there just to serve everyone in that office or in your job site? Are you the one that says, no, I'll do there, I'll go under there, I'll do that? Are we showing service? What about in your school? You're in high school, junior high. How do you love the other people in your school? How do you do that? Maybe there's a kid no one likes, sits all by himself, pimples all over his face. People say, oh man, that kid. How about sitting next to him, sit next to her at lunch, or inviting them to your group of friends? Say, hey, it's not good that you sit by yourself. Let's sit with us. There's lots of ways. It's simple. The gospel's simple. It's so easy. But the problem is, I think we're so focused on us and our time, and we don't see hurting people around us. And we see this man. We see that these disciples learned something from Jesus, right? Jesus engaged with all sorts of people. John chapter 3, we see him engage with talking to a rich Pharisee. John chapter 4, we see him with an immoral woman that's an outcast of society. John chapter 5, we see him with the lame man. John chapter 6, we see him preaching to a bunch of people all at once, right? In the feeding of 5,000. We see him going to festivals in John chapter 7. We see him helping the adulterous woman in chapter 8, preaching to the priests at that point. Jesus engaged with all kinds of people in all kinds of ways. And I think if we're open to God, God's going to put us in all sorts of circumstances, preaching all kinds of people. When I was doing carpentry in Filterell, there's a guy that Becky was actually teaching English to his kids. He owns a dove hunting outfit in town. Dove hunting is really huge. If you like to hunt doves or things with feathers, Florida was the place to go. There are millions of doves there. Millions of doves. And you can just shoot live skeet all day long. Right? So this guy has a dove hunting outfit and probably the wealthiest guy in town. Right? He drives a Beamer. It's like, where did you find that? Right? And he has a hotel. And, he would ask me to do odd jobs at his hotel, fix the door with a closed or window and stuff. And I just tried to talk to him. Engage with this guy Nico, and just talk to him about, why are you here? What are you doing here? There's an open door. And he really likes golfing. He's like, hey, do you golf? I'm like, I golf. I don't think I golf. Like, I don't really do that. And so he said, well, I have an expert golf component. I'm like, all right, that's great. So, He paid for my whole day, paid for my lunch, paid for the trip out there. A lot of golf going around, so we had an hour drive out, an hour drive back. And, God began to give me an opportunity to share the gospel with this guy. And I've been just talking about, it just feels kind of empty in his life. I said, you know what? Nothing in this life is going to make you happy. You can have everything. It's still feel empty. Some guys, when I get married, then I'll feel fulfilled. When I have kids, I'll feel better. When we have our own house, when we have this car, nothing's going to help me. He's like, you're right. And no one's ever told me. But how could I have gotten an opportunity to talk to this guy? If I went up to his house and knocked on his door, you think he would talk to me? Probably not. Again, God wants to use just natural ways, everyday opportunities. And it may not happen every day, right? Again, I'm sharing with you the highlight reel. This isn't like one day I met Mario, the next day I meet. No, this is like time goes by, right? This is real life. And we're living our life. And our rhythm of life collided with this guy, this couple, these people, this town. Right? And that's what you're going to see as you open up your life to what the Lord has for you. Unfortunately, I think our life gets distracted. In verse 4, Acts 4, he says, Peter, fastening his eyes upon him and John, said, Look at us. He gave heed unto them, expecting to receive something of them. Then Peter said, Silver and gold I have none, but such as I have I give you. In the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, rise up and walk. What did he have to give? Right? I told you before, we have a pretty low-budget ministry. We don't go around handing out money to people. What did Peter and John have? And it's interesting, right? These are the apostles, right? These are Jesus' followers. These are the founders of the church. And they don't have a whole lot of money. They don't have money to give these guys. They don't even have a coin to give them. Right? They're following pretty hard after Jesus. It's kind of a good text to share with people that believe in the helpful gospel, right? These guys don't have a whole lot of wealth. And they turn out that they don't have a whole lot of help at the end of their life. Okay? Peter's crucified. John was cast away on the Van Island. Anyway, these guys went out with their eyes fixed on Christ, with their eyes open to opportunity, but they were going out to pray. They had their rhythm, they had what they were going to do. And sometimes I felt like on the mission field, it's like, today I'm going to go out, I'm going to evangelize. I'm going to go evangelize, I'm going to go preach to people today, right? Never turned out well. Never turned out how I wanted it to turn out. And I had this guy cut my hair for a while. And I'd go to him every time. And Bob probably laughed because there's a time where I let my hair grow out. So what did you get your hair cut? Anyway, this guy, I'd always seen him read books, right? So I was like, today, I'm going to give this guy a book about the gospel. He's going to read it. He's going to get saved. So I'm like all pumped up. I prayed up. Got my book. I'm going to go. I'm going to evangelize this guy. Gave him the book. He looks at it and says, I don't think I'm going to be interested in this. You can just go ahead and go. I'm probably not going to do it. Man, this was my big missionary moment, right? And this guy just turned me down. So I'm walking away. I have the book in my hand, and kind of gone. And I see this guy. I'm a volunteer firefighter in town too. And just another way that we try to just rub shoulders with the guy. I see one of the volunteers. He's outside his house doing something. And I began talking with him. And, I'm just kind of bummed about this guy that blew me off completely. And, this kid, Santiago, was talking. He's like, hey, what's in your hand? And I was just like, what, this? I'm like, yeah, it's a book. About God and stuff. Just really discouraged. It's like, what is it? I gotta take a look. It's like, hey, borrow it? My dad. Because in my mind, like, this isn't going to work, right? So sometime later, I see this kid again. He's like, And something occurred to me to ask him about the book. Hey, what did you do with the book, Mr. Ivy? He's like, I have to give it to my dad. My dad loved it so much. He started making photocopies of it. He photocopied it, and I started giving it out to people. I'm like, whoa, what? But you see how God works sometimes? We get the program in my head. This is going to be the way it is. And it's the everyday stuff that me personally, I see God use it. Can God use the programs and this? Yes, He does, right? Probably. How did you come to hear about the gospel? Who told you about Jesus? How did that come up? Think about your story. I would imagine, maybe we can just go to show our hands. Who was it? Was it someone close to you, a co-worker that shared the gospel to you? Just raise your hand. How many people received the gospel because someone just gave you a tract and walked away? Anyone? No. Is that bad? I think there's a time and place for tracts. I honestly do. But probably someone close to you shared it with the gospel. My sister led me to the Lord. I was 14 years old. She bought me the Bible. I grew up in a Roman Catholic home. Very afraid of God. I had an older brother, 12 years old, hit by a car and died. Very afraid of God. My sister gave me the Bible and shared it with the gospel and told me that I don't need to be afraid of God. Jesus can do nothing. I can trust Him and follow Him. Jesus died and rose again. And it clicked. Right? Who shared the gospel with my sister? A co-worker. Right? Probably your story is similar. It's interesting though too. We feel that evangelism can be a burden. And I think that we feel like it's a burden because it all depends on me. Oh man, I got to do this. I got to go be there. But I think we can kind of relieve some of that stress and understand that evangelism is really a community effort. Right? Evangelism done out of community. We see the apostles, they're part of a church. And we see them going together, doing stuff, sharing the gospel. And we see that throughout the Bible. Like God never expects you to go out and do something. He expects us, part of the community, and sharing the gospel. The beauty is that the work that God is doing here. If you're talking to someone in town, chances are someone else here might have contact with them. It all doesn't depend on you. Right? That's a blessing. We play our part in God's plan, sharing the gospel. And if we trust God enough, we can understand that God, okay, maybe I don't get to share it today, but I can trust that God will put someone else on that. Afterwards, I can get together with my brothers in Christ, and we can pray for that person. But we see evangelism done always, mostly through community. And I think sometimes we can get stuck when we think evangelism can be a burden. And now I have to think of, I don't have a lot of time, right? I'm thinking about my day, what I do every day. I can't think of time when I can do this, right? How can I make time for people? And I want us to have a little bit of freedom and understanding that if Christ is the center of my life, that's what matters. If Jesus is the Lord of my life, all of a sudden I don't have to add people into my life. Well, I need to go and do this. No. When Jesus takes the center, when I am in communion with Him, when I am in communion with His body, the outflow of that is that I begin obeying Jesus in my life. I see God at work in my life. All of a sudden, when I draw close to God in my life, my heart becomes His heart. I all of a sudden am starting to feel compassion for those people around me. And out of love for Him, I love people. I live for others so that they can have life. Right? So there begins a transformation process in our own hearts when we make Jesus the center of all that I do. And my focus of my life is Jesus and obeying Him. And guess what? I can't do that alone. I need my brothers and sisters in Christ to help me do that well. I need accountability. I need prayer. I need people to help me, to challenge me, ask me the tough questions so that I can follow Him better. And when I begin learning from Jesus, I begin learning Jesus' way, which is love God, love people. And when I keep Jesus as, I see it as like a crosshair and a scope, right? Before, what was the center of my life? Me, right? Before I knew Jesus as my Lord and Savior, I was the most important. My wife existed for me. She needs to make me happy. My kids, I have kids, but they're for me. I go to church so that they can serve me. Right? I live in this neighborhood, in this town for me. I have this job for me. Everything I do is all about me. And what happens when my life is self-centered? When people don't start making me happy. Oh, my wife, she's making me mad. I don't want to do it with her. My kids, they're frustrated. I'm just going to push them aside. My boss, my coworker, I can't deal with them anymore. I'm going to find a different job. No, this church, they don't serve my needs, so I go to the church. Why? Because my life is the center. I'm the most important. And when Jesus Christ becomes the Lord and Savior of my life, there's a difference now. All of a sudden, in the crosshair of my scope, I see one thing. I see the cross, right? The crosshair, you see the cross. I see Jesus. I see Him. He's the most important. He died for me. He rose again. He lives today. And what do you see in the middle of the crosshair? You see another little circle, right? Well, another little O. Right? That little O is obedience. I want to keep Jesus the center. I want to obey Him. I'm going to make Him the center of my life. I'm going to obey Him. I want to obey Him. I want to love Him. What else do you see there? There's another big O, right? The crosshair. That's other people, right? Another big O. Other people. I need other people. I need my brothers and sisters. I need to be engaged. You see that with the apostles, right? They didn't go about it alone. Peter and John were together. So rather than thinking like, I need to start making time for people, no, I need to start making Jesus the center of my life. Just like my friend Jim, he wakes up in the morning and they raise up his hands, Jesus, I'm here for you today. Right? You start our day like that. And see where God takes you. It can be exciting. The journey that God will take you on as you begin following Him. And that's really what the Christian life is. It's not a bunch of rules. It's not a religion. It's not waking up, I need to love the neighborhood. No. It's about following a living Savior. Jesus is alive. That's what Peter and John, when they told this man, they said, what did they say to him? They said, in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, rise up and walk. Why did they say that? Was this like a hocus pocus? Alakazam. Right? Is this a magic word? Why did they say it? In the name of Jesus? Because Peter and John wanted this guy to understand that there's a connection with them and a living Savior. Right? There's something happening with me and this guy that died and rose again. He's alive and He hears us when we pray. So that you know that there's a connection here. Rise up and walk. We're connected with Him. We follow Him. He listens. He's here. He's present. In His name, we pray. In His authority, we pray. Okay? And we see a cool example of that when Jesus rose Lazarus from the dead. What did Jesus do before He raised Lazarus from the dead? He talked to the Father, right? He's like, Father, I'm talking to you now. I know that you always hear me, but I just want these people to know that we're connected, right? So when I talk to you and something happens, I want them to see that there's a connection that I'm for me, right? And that's what these apostles are doing here now. They want this guy to see. They want the people to see. But this isn't our power. This isn't because we're holy. This is because Jesus is alive. And our walk, our Christian walk, why do we call it a Christian walk? Because we wake up every day and we follow Jesus. We follow Him every moment of every day. In our rhythm of life, we follow Jesus. We wake up every day. We splash water on our face. I put my contacts in, right? We do all those things. We have so many opportunities. Pray. Thank God for these things that God blesses us. To seek God, seek His blessing. Right? We follow Him. And it's funny, we have a lot of time, we sit around at the fire station. When I do I don't have a shift, I'm a volunteer, but I go and we hang out. We wait for answer calls and that sort of thing. Lots of time to talk and shoot the breeze with these guys. And, as you imagine, it's not a Christian environment. They talk about all sorts of stuff that I don't even want to talk about. But all this stuff comes up, and inevitably, someone says something about me in my face, right? They're talking about women and this and that, and they say, "Oh, well, Steve, you're one of those religious guys. That's why you're faithful to your wife." And I say to them, I don't like religion. I hate religion. I don't think religion helps anyone. What? Yeah, I'm not religious. I think religion is a bunch of rules of this and that, and do this and do that. I'm faithful to my wife because I follow Jesus. I trust Him that when He says stuff to me through His Word, I believe it and I do it because I trust Him. I trust that He has the best plan for my life. And so when He says, be faithful to my life, I understand that He says that to me, not so that I can't run around and have fun. He says it to me because He says, Steve, I know the best for you. It's not good for you. This is what's good for you. This is what's best for you, for your wife, for your kids, for your community, that you're faithful to your life. Follow me in this. Trust me that this is the best thing for you. Trust me. And so what do? I have to make a decision. Jesus says to trust Him. Follow Him in this. And so I do it. I take that step of faith. I say yes to Jesus. I follow Him in obedience. I trust Him. I trust Him that He's that Lord. He's my authority. He's my boss. He's also my Father. And He also wants the best thing for my life. And obeying Him is always the best. And so I tell these guys in the fire station, I'm not religious. I follow Jesus. Every day. I wake up and follow Him. And their minds are like, right? They've never heard that before. They're coming from a background where they're given a list of do's and don'ts. Do this, don't do that. And what I want you to hear this morning is that loving your neighbor isn't another thing for you to do. You're not trying to add a bunch of stuff on your life. Oh man, no. It's following Jesus. Obeying Him every day. Our heart is going to change. Something's going to happen in us. Right? And out of that outflow of this connected with Jesus, things in our life are going to happen. We're going to be serving and loving our community. Again, where does that come from? From me? No. There gets to a point, I'm not very loving, I'm not very patient. You can fake it for a while, right? But there gets to a point where man, okay? My kids have just about sucked all the patience love I have. I don't have anyone. Where do I go? Got to go to the source. Got to go to Jesus. He's the one that fills me up. He's the one, His Spirit's the one that gives me the love and patience I need for my kids. Jesus is the one that's going to give me the love that I need for my neighbor. Right? They go on to say, they said in the name of Jesus Christ the Nazarene, verse 6, He took him by the right hand, lifted him up, immediately his feet and ankle bones received strength. What we see here is the outcome. This man's life, his identity entirely changes. His whole rhythm of life, what he knew, God gave him a whole different identity, a whole different purpose in life. Peter and John go on explaining to this crowd of people what just happened? And they began to explain the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob, the God of our fathers, and glorified His Son. What's he talking about there? Why does he go back into the Old Testament? Right? Because they're trying to establish, we look down verse 19, verse 18 says, that those things which God before had showed by the mouth of all His prophets, that Jesus Jesus Christ should suffer, He hath so fulfilled. Verse 21, it says, whom the heaven must receive until times of restitution of all things which God hath spoken by the mouth of all His holy prophets since the world began. Verse 22, for Moses truly said, unto the fathers of prophets shall the Lord God raise. Why are these guys bringing all this up? Because they're trying to explain to these people that Jesus isn't some new thing. It's a very old thing that God has promised. God promised this to Abraham. He promised the Savior would come. He promised this to Isaac, to Jacob. He made all the prophets are pointing to Jesus. Moses said a prophet's going to come. And so as we begin to help people understand that Jesus is all that they need, look at Peter and John. They're trying to help this crowd of people understand the importance and the worthiness of Jesus. The whole Bible points to Him. You guys missed it. You guys crucified the Prince of Life. You wanted to murder Him. You guys missed it. This Jesus, whom you crucified, you handed over to Pilate. He's the one. He's the one that you need to put your hope, faith in. And they want them to see that Jesus is that cornerstone, as we prayed, as we sang today. He needs to be that axle in our life. He is the cornerstone. He is the one that the builder said that we don't need him. He's actually the centerpiece of everything. And I think sometimes as we begin sharing the gospel, it's so easy to get caught up in political debates. And or sometimes doctrinal disputes about this or that. What was the point of their preaching? It was Jesus. They made that the issue. And they pointed to the fact that this Jesus isn't some new thing. The whole Bible points to Him. Jesus is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. It's something that we do in Totorel, the way that we share the gospel with people. We invite people into a Bible study. We say, hey, we're just going to read the Bible today. We're going to start at the beginning, we're going to read through the Bible. We have a way where we just kind of touch on the highlights through the Bible. We don't read every word for word. We want people to see the flow of the Bible. Why? Because they're going to, at the end, they're going to see the importance of who Jesus Christ is. From the very beginning. Genesis 3:15, God makes the first prophecy that the answer to the mess, to the sin, to the death, is this Savior that's going to come through a woman, not through men, to come to squash the head of the serpent. And at this point, and every point after, all the prophets point to this Jesus. So when we get to the part in the story of Jesus Christ, wow, this is the guy. And Jesus comes into the scene and says, hey, I'm the guy. You don't believe me? Jesus starts doing miracles. Why did Jesus do miracles? So that people would believe that He is who He said He was. That He has come from the Father. And so I think that as we begin to help people understand what's really important, really is they need to understand who Jesus Christ is. And a lot of people have a lot of interesting concepts of Jesus, something He's just a good moral teacher, philosopher. Maybe some might understand that He's the Savior, but what is He saving you from? How do we get people to understand Him? Faith comes by hearing by the Word of God. How are they going to trust in a Savior if they don't know? Sometimes I think we put it all out there, all at once. That you need to trust Jesus. Well, trust Jesus. Who's Jesus? Right? I'm going to trust someone I don't know. Follow some guy I don't know. Who's Jesus? We expect people to take a big jump of faith blindly in the Savior that they don't know. I'm going to make Him the Lord of my life and follow Him. I don't know Him. Well, the Bible presents a really good case. Jesus is all you need. Jesus is the only way to heaven. And Jesus is the only answer to my life. Jesus is the only one that can give you hope of heaven and a new life here. You know, when we see in the end of the Bible, you see all the angels, hosts of heaven, all the saints around Jesus saying, worthy, 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 right? We're saying that today, right? Worthy, worthy, worthy. He's worthy. Why is he worthy? How do we help people understand that Jesus is worthy of our submission? Jesus is worthy of our following and belief through his word. Read the Bible, people. Help them to see who Jesus Christ is. And that's what our ministry is in Argentina. We open God's word to people. You know, I don't bring anything into the Bible. I bring this. I bring my Bible. We begin in Genesis. We just begin reading. And help people understand that God isn't this big. God is huge. God is good. God is powerful. God is wise. God is loving. We see that unfold. And I'd love to talk to you about that more, but time's kind of running short. Last thought, and then we'll close. This guy, this lame man, was an opportunity. But we have to understand that God, when God does something, God thinks really big. Right? What was the outcome of this guy getting saved and getting healed? Look at the last verse. Right? Chapter 4. Verse 4 says, howbeit many of them which heard the word believed, and the number of the men was 5,000. Wow! So God had a bigger plan. Yeah, he did. Right? God thinks that way. God chose Abraham. Right? Well, what did God say to Abraham? He said, Abraham, I'm going to use you to be a blessing to the whole world. And from you will come someone that will bless all the families of the earth. Wow! God thinks big. So, yeah, God saved this man. This man is in the family of God. Praise God for that, right? He saved him. But God has a plan and a purpose for his life and for this opportunity. Look at what happened after that. The church blew up in numbers of people. And I think that's important that what we need to understand is that you have a purpose. God wants to use you specifically. You've put your faith and trust in Christ and you're going to heaven. Praise God. But God has a plan for your life. There's people in your life that I will never meet. Right? God has put in your path. Because that's how God thinks. God isn't just, when God is in the game, he's not just thinking of that play. He's thinking of 20 plays from that and how he's going to accomplish his work. We're part of it. God has a plan and purpose in your time, in your presence, where you are today. He wants to see the gospel flow out. So God saves someone, and he has a purpose for them, so that they can be a channel for the gospel to continue to flow. Isn't it exciting to know that God has a purpose for our life in that, in his work? Like I said in the beginning, God could use an angel. God can speak from heaven, but God wants to use you where you are. Because God thinks big. God is thinking about you. Maybe you're going to touch someone that's going to touch 1,000 other people. You don't know. God does. That's the way God thinks. And we see that this one, maybe insignificant opportunity led to a whole lot of people hearing the gospel. It led to an audience with all these priests and religious guys. How could Peter and John do that? It was just a small little opportunity. My wife being friendly to a girl at the grocery store, now we're looking at seeing a church started, and then we look at it. Because that's how God works. God is always thinking the bigger picture. He has the end game in mind. He wants to use us as part of it. All right. I'll close there. Can we just take a minute and pray? And God in heaven, just thinking of you, thinking of your work is exciting. I thank you for the work that you're doing here in this town. I pray, God, that each one would just recognize that their importance in this gospel ministry. But they won't see this as a burden.